Hello YouTubers, this is Mr. Deer Hunter 6000. First off, I'd like to say to you guys, I've gotten this new computer. It's a Windows 8 HDMI Asus gaming laptop. My other computer, you can see it kind of right there. It just kind of decided to die. It doesn't want to work much. It's so slow, I can't do anything with it. I lost the ability to use fraps on that computer as well. With this new computer, I'm not able to use fraps, so I'm going to have to find some other way to record. All of my other videos that I started recording never finished. That's only because of some kind of technical difficulty that I was not able to either record or get the game memory back. So I'm sorry for that. Yeah, what can you do? I have another channel. It was supposed to be Mr. Zombie Killer SCP-008, but somehow, someway, that got changed to just Jesse Podiak, Jessepodiak. You guys can go ahead and subscribe to that channel as well. I'm trying to evolve from the channel I have now to that channel. So, yeah. I originally created this video to just kind of update you guys. And just kind of talk. I mean, there are so many horrible things going on around me right now, and I'm thinking I'm just one of how many people that are having drama happen in their lives. I have friends, even, actually. I'm not going to name who, but they're having some troubles at home and with their school and everything else, and they're just always they're all depressed, pretty much. And if they're not just depressed, then they're suicidal. I would rather you guys not be suicidal. I mean, it's such a huge thing. If you're suicidal, there's nothing really wrong with you. It's just you're an overload in your brain. Too much drama, too much activity, too much things happening at once, too much stress. It's not your fault. And people who think, oh, so-and-so has such a great life, they're so depressed and they're suicidal, they shouldn't be suicidal because I have so much less than them and I'm perfectly happy. Well, that's only a matter of opinion. They're used to all that stuff. Even rich people can probably get depressed and suicidal. I mean, yeah, they have all this money and they have all this stuff, but they're not, if something gets taken away, like, let's say a rich guy has like 4 cars, and he gets 3 of them taken away, and the last car he has is like a Bugatti or whatever, and he gets really depressed and suicidal about it. That's not really his fault. It's just he was used to having so many cars and so many nice cars and so much money that he just becomes suicidal, even though that he's able to continue living the way he was, probably even better than half of us in the earth right now. But that's just his matter of opinion. Like me, I know that I've been through some very rough times, actually, and I'm still going through those rough times. But sometimes I get depressed, and you know what? Some people say I shouldn't be depressed, but like I just said, I'm not used to having all this stuff. Like right now, I have a basement. I have a ground floor, and then I have another story. So I have 2-story house with a basement. A lot of space. We have an in-ground pool, and we have a hot tub. You guys thinking, oh my god, a lot of money. You guys have the perfect place ever. It's awesome, right? I have a mom, I have a dad, I have a sister, right? Can't ask for anything else because everything that I have and need is in the basement. The basement's my man cave, right? Well, I tell you what, my parents, yeah, they're gonna get a divorce. Such a horrible thing. Honestly, everyone's like, oh, I'm so sorry for you. I think that it's the best thing for the family. I understand that. I'm not too depressed about that. But we're gonna have a huge loss of money. We're gonna end up moving from this house, to my grandmother's old house. Now, imagine this. You're used to all the things that I just said, and you're going to move into a 1-story house, no basement, no pool, no hot tub. Nothing. There's 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a small kitchen, smaller than ours that I have now, a smaller living room than we have now, and a small storage area, and a garage so small, my mom's car can't even fit into it. What are we gonna do, right? I'm like, yeah, it's kind of overwhelming. It's kind of depressing almost. and we're gonna end up living by a highway. It's gonna suck, and I'm not gonna like it. And sometimes overload about it, and I sometimes get depressed thinking about it. I mean, my dad's not gonna be here. It's just me, my mom, and my sister. Now you also got to think in the house that I have now right now. There's 3 bathrooms. I'm gonna go from 3 bathrooms with 2 women to 1 bathroom and 2 women and me. I got to deal with that. And honestly, like, I'm getting off track here. I'm sorry, but my pretty much point is people who are like rich and have like really good lives but lose something that get depressed. It's not really their fault. They don't diss on them or anything like that. It's just what they think. Like, imagine if you had all that stuff and you're used to it and then you just lost it. You'd be depressed too. Like, I have this really nice expensive laptop right here. I have this crappy laptop right below it. Yes, I'm actually using my crappy laptop as a standard now. I probably shouldn't be. I should probably treat it with more respect. But if this beautiful laptop was to be like, if I had this beautiful laptop and someone else had my crappy laptop, and that person who has my crappy laptop came from a poor family, they'd be so happy, right? But if someone from a rich family got my crappy laptop and they said that's the only computer they could ever use in their entire life, they'd be pretty mad and probably upset about it. Am I correct? Who wouldn't be, right? I know I'd probably be kind of mad if I was rich and I got a crappy laptop that was slow. What can you do about it? That's their matter of opinion. That's why that the world is the way it is. You know, it's just how it is. There's a lot of people getting really depressed and suicidal these days. It's not really totally their fault all the time. I mean, it could be anything. It could be divorce, drama, relationship problems, breakups, deaths, even deaths in the family. And you know what? If any of you guys need anyone to talk to, feel free to talk to me. All you really got to do is just like send me an email or like post in the comments below like your email. I'm gonna check this like as much as like at least once a week. And if you guys want to talk at all, just go ahead, like post your email down there. I'll email you. I'll talk to you. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Of course, when I email you, it's gonna be under deerhunter6000 at yahoo.com. In the subject, I'm gonna put my name, and I'm gonna say like answering your request to talk or something like that. I enjoy helping people that are depressed, suicidal, emo, anything like that. I really don't care because I don't judge people like everybody else. I don't care for people who bully people. They need to not do that because that's just huge. I mean, if you're going through all these horrible things, kind of like if I honestly I can be depressed at times. I just kind of like put it in my mind and not think about it too much. If I don't think about it too much, then it's not really there and worrying. If I sit here and I go on and on and on, I'm gonna worry about it. I'm gonna get a little depressed about it and emotional. But if like someone like me is like really depressed about it, and then I would keep getting bullied, then I'm gonna turn from depressed to suicidal. So stop the bullying. I mean, if some kid randomly commits suicide because you bullied him, odds are you're gonna go to jail if they find out. I mean, you don't want to do that ever. Don't bully people. That is the worst thing you can possibly do. And I tell you what, it's just depression. It's not there's nothing wrong with you if you're depressed. It's a medical illness. It's just overload and stress, like I said. Stress and drama. It's all it is. It's nothing wrong with you. It is just a medical illness. It can be treated by doctors, or it can be treated just by you knowing what to do. Like me, if I get depressed, I know just to come down here, watch YouTube, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Yami Mash, all these awesome people that make me laugh every day. I'll watch them, or I'll do my other thing. I'll clean knives, sharpen them, care for my guns, maybe shoot some bow or something. But you have to have your own way of doing it. Like some people might be running or biking or fishing or anything like that. you gotta find your safe haven. I mean, through all this depression that I've had in like the past few years, I used to live upstairs, top story, with my mom, my dad, my sister. My sister was right next door to me, and my sister was a very annoying pest. I gotta say, it's the truth, right? And then my mom and my sister would always be yelling at her, so I'd never have any sleep, never have any time to myself, I would feel like. So, like any other teenager, I would want to seek some area away from them so I can get my own personal space. That space became the basement. No one ever comes down here. No one. Like, ever. Getting back? No. Get off. Alright, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. No, I'm kidding. She's actually a really good singer. But, so this is my safe haven. I still see it as my safe haven. When I get depressed, this is where I come. This is literally like my bedroom. But when I move to that small house, I'm only going to have one room to myself. And it's going to be right next to my mom's room and my sister's room. So, what am I going to do, you know? You got to cope. That is the answer behind all this depression. You got to cope. Without coping, there is nothing in life. Coping, trust, dignity, respect. That's a lot of the stuff that has to do with survival here on Earth. Trust is the biggest one. The biggest. In the entire world, actually. Like, if you're at school and you have a partner project. Hey dude, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this at home. Can I trust you? That's the question. You know? It's the biggest question in life, and it is the biggest thing in life that you need to know. Like I said, cope is a big thing as well. What I mean by cope with like your depression stuff, like if you're depressed because like if I'm probably gonna be depressed when I move to my grandmother's old house, the really really small house compared to this house. I'm probably gonna be kind of depressed about it, but I'm gonna have to end up coping. Like I'm gonna have to tell my mom, my sister, to stay quiet between this time and this time, or try to keep it down, or I could put up some soundproof something and soundproof my room so I don't hear them ever. So I can still have that safe haven feeling. I can take some of the stuff from the basement and still make it feel like it's my place to go when I'm depressed. You gotta cope somehow, some way. You lose your job. Easy. Honestly, you're gonna be like, if you have kids or something, you lose your job. Oh my God, it's a big deal, right? You're freaking out. You're losing your mind. Don't lose your mind. Don't freak out. Calm down and just start thinking about another job. That's all it is. That's how I get through life. That's how I'm not depressed 24/7. Even though I feel like I'm bipolar. I feel like I'm bipolar half the time because I can be like really happy, like kind of like I am now, to like really depressed instantly, really fast. And I feel like I'm bipolar, but everyone says that I'm not bipolar. I don't get that at all. But I forgot where I was going at this point. Yeah, that's me. That's my mind, right? Yeah. But like I was saying, oh, the job. There we go. Like I was saying with the job, like if you lose your job, you got kids freaking out. Don't freak out. Calm down. Find a new job. Everything's gonna be okay. Cause you know what? Just because you lost that one job doesn't mean it's the end of your world. That just means that's a new opportunity for you to get farther in life. Way farther than you could probably even imagine. So I got fired by some guy who wants me to build their house for him. Maybe I can end up building a TV set at Hollywood for a famous celebrity. Then look what I got to do. I got to make a set for a famous celebrity. And then maybe, just maybe, my name will be in the news or newspaper or something like that, or maybe even the credits of the movie. And then other people or contractors or whatever are going to start calling me up. And then I'm going to get more and more and more opportunities. That's just kind of how it goes in life. Just don't overthink it at all. Your teacher's been saying that forever. Forever. Don't make it overwhelming. Like my mom, sometimes my dad doesn't pay her bills that she needs. When my mom and my dad, they're getting divorced right now. They're going through it, stuff like that. My dad's supposed to pay her a monthly wage, pretty much, like if she had a job. But sometimes he doesn't do that, and her bills will stack up, piles upon piles. At one point, I saw a table like what, 3 foot by 3 foot, piled high, about this high, with bills. And my mom was overwhelmed and stressed. You know what I told her? I told her, sort the bills. This section here is gas. This section here is electricity. This is water, and so on and so on. Medical, car insurance, life insurance, whatever, you know. And then you just get to it, one letter at a time, one bill at a time. Just like how they say, you know what I was told? I was told by some guy that he's an amazing guy. I love him. Not like gay love, but like love him, like he's my best friend, love him. Yeah, he's like 45 or something like that. I don't care. He's just a really good guy. And you know what he told me? He told me if something gets really overwhelming, well, how do you eat an elephant? Look at me. I'm really small. I'm really skinny. Look at my arm. Seriously, look at my arm. You know, I'm really skinny, right? How do I eat an elephant? The answer is one bite at a time. And eventually you'll end up getting done over a certain amount of time. Just like how they say, oh, you can buy this car for only $199 a month or whatever. You know, it's the same concept, only way better for you. You gotta think to yourself, how can I get this done efficiently without stressing myself? And people who are depressed, you shouldn't really be depressed. People who are suicidal, don't be suicidal. You know why? Because you have a greater purpose in life than you really think you do. Like me, yeah, I was actually suicidal at one point during my life. But you know what? You know what overcame me? The fact that I know that I have a greater purpose on in life, than to kill myself. And that greater purpose was to spread my knowledge and to help people overcome their suicidal and depression, cutting habits, any kind of bad habit at all, smoking or anything, you know? That's my purpose on earth. And you know what? Every day I wake up, I look forward to helping people. Yeah, I need my own personal space sometimes, and I'll come down here and I'll watch YouTube, you know, watch Netflix or whatever. But I do very much enjoy helping people. So don't be afraid. If you want any help at all, you don't have to tell me your name at all. You don't have to tell me anything about you. It's nothing big if I ask anything about you at all. It's probably not going to be like big at all. It's probably going to be like, if it's really big or really bad, I would like to know if you live near me. So if I could so I could meet you in person and try to help you that way. Helping you over the internet and Skype or whatever or phone is one thing, but trying to help you in person is a way better experience. So if you're near me and I ask like, hey, do you live in Ohio or something like that, you know, then if you respond to me, maybe we can meet up, you know, maybe I could help you. I'm doing that with one of my people that I call them clients or whatever. Don't be offended by that if I ever help you. But I'm meeting one of them actually this summer. She needs a lot of help, and I'd very much like to help her. That's just who I am. I like helping people. I can't help it. That's my purpose. And back on topic with the suicidal stuff. If you ever commit suicide, think to yourself, what could I have done in the future if I did not kill myself? Like, I know that if I killed myself when I was suicidal, I wouldn't have been able to tell you guys this. I wouldn't have been able to help you. I wouldn't have been able to go to Panic Career Center. I wouldn't have been able to get in the criminal justice program. I wouldn't have been able to meet all the friends that I have now. And that makes me sad thinking about it, not being able to ever see them, not help my mom and my sister get through this rough time. It kind of sucks thinking about that, you know? And thinking to yourself, if I kill myself, what would my family think? And for those of you thinking right now, well, my family hates me. I know it, you know? But what about your friends? Would your friends really like attending their own friend's funeral? Sitting there, crying, wishing you didn't do it, wishing they would have stopped you, wishing they wouldn't have bullied you that much. I wouldn't like to ever thinking about that, ever. It's just kind of how life is, you know? Yeah, I know this video is kind of long, but you know what? I think that it's very helpful for some of you to actually listen to this and take the time. Yeah, actually, I should be getting to bed. It's 2:48 in the morning. Wow, you know. But that's just, I'm a night owl. I enjoy doing stuff in the morning. Really, really early in the morning. I mean, this is a weekday. I should really be getting to sleep. And it's Tuesday. Dandy. But you know what? I don't care. You know why? Because I don't really need much sleep. Because as long as I know I'm helping people, that's all the energy I need. That's it. If I could somehow, and honestly, sometimes I beat up on myself. Sometimes I think that I'm too lazy. Like half the time I'm spending here in the basement laying down watching YouTube and Netflix. Sometimes ignoring the texts that I get to my phone or phone calls. If I could literally somehow rewire my brain to help people more than what I do now, I would do it. I hate the way I am right now, but I can never find a way to drive myself to get out of bed and to actually start making a huge improvement in the community. If I could somehow find a way to do that to myself, I would be the most happiest person in the world. You know why? Because I have a purpose on earth. And my purpose is to help people and to help the community that I'm in. Not to hurt people, but to help them and to help them get over their problems. Well, this has been a very, very, very informative and knowledgeable video that I made today. Or this morning, if that's what you want to say. So, if there's any questions you'd like to ask me, or if you'd like to contact me, just post your email in the comments below. Give a like if you like this video, even a little bit. Even if I just said one thing that you kind of liked. Just give it a like. Anything would help me, just to make me think that I'm helping people around here. Because you know what? This world, excuse my language, this world is shit. It is horrible. I mean, right now, what's happening with Russia and Ukraine is just not good. And then, like, the U.S. put their troops in, like, Poland or something like that. I forget where. But they put their troops there peacefully, and then Russia threatened to throw us in the war. What is that? Are they afraid of something? Or have they lost all humanity? Because humans are loving creatures that respect each other and trust each other. Like the Scout Code says, Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Well, this has been Mr. Deer Hunter 6000. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope to be making more videos soon in the future, whether it's PC gaming or Xbox gaming, or just giving you little videos about like this. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.